There's 3 secret early items you don't want to miss in your Ghost of Yōtei playthrough. From the incredible looking Starlight Abyss Katana to extra skill points and the Mother and the Father charm that will serve you well throughout your whole run, increasing arrow damage and restoring health on parries, you are going to want to make the epic journey to the top of Mount Yōtei. From the incredible views to these great items and the fact that you can grab these early, this is something you won't want to miss. Well, you can see here on the map, this is where you want to head to first in the Yotei grasslands, which is available to you right at the start of the game. So make your way here and I'll show you the full climb up. So at the entrance where you just saw on the map, you'll see these torii gates and you want to climb up, just as I am. There's some crazy jumps ahead, but if you follow, you should be fine. Jump across onto these platforms and then down onto the little rock ahead, and get ready to press R2 on the next jump. Look out for all of these red cloths and things that look similar to that, as you will be having to use R2 quite a lot in this arduous journey to the top of the mountain. It's going to be a lot of climbing, a lot of jumping, and a lot of grapple hooking ahead, so just climb on up the rocks to get up to this next bit, and you'll see a small ginkgo tree and an entrance up ahead through a torii gate. This is going to be a short loading screen that will actually take us to another area, which is basically Mount Yōtei, to start the climb. So now that you're through here, there'll be this small load screen, and we're ready to begin the actual journey. So follow around to the left. There's going to be a lot of materials and some flowers along the way to pick up, so if you are short on materials or you want to unlock some new cosmetics, this is also worthwhile doing. You can see there's some bamboo right here, but generally speaking, you're going to get a lot of materials along the way, as well as all the goodies at the very top. Here is our first major jump. You're going to want to jump, slide, and then jump and R2 to grapple hook onto the rope. There's going to be quite a few instances of doing this, so get used to it. There's going to be some spicy jumps up ahead, but it's all going to be worth it. Follow around the right here, up the steps, and you'll see there's another jump and slide to do, and you want to land on this platform, or you can just jump straight across as I did and take a little bit of chip damage, but just make sure you don't fall down. So you want to get on this platform and then climb up to the torii gate up ahead. Once you've made it, follow these steps all the way up, and as you can see at the little shrines along the way, there's going to be some materials and goodies that you can stop and collect if you want to. You can see just to the left here, there's even more flowers, so look out for these little shrines on the way up because you can get some extra materials. Pay attention to the small little jumps here. They can catch you off guard if you're unlucky, but just keep on climbing your way up the stairs towards the next torii gate, and at the bridge here, you'll see there's a jump and another grapple with R2 to get up. Once you're here, there's another sort of crazy looking jump, but you just want to jump into the rubble and press R2 to grapple on the rope and repeat for the second rope. It's a little scary when you do it the first time, but it's pretty easy once you've given it a go. Go across, climb up the stairs, and you can see here just up ahead there's a jump across a gap that you need to make and then climb up the cliff here. There's a grapple here as well that you don't want to miss. Like I said, there's a lot of grappling ahead. You can see there's another one, run across the log, jump off, and grapple up. Alright, it's a little smooth sailing for a minute now as you climb up. Follow the steps around. There'll be a little hut up ahead. Again, more materials once you go across this rope in here if you just want to grab them. If you want to rush to the top, then just follow along with me. There's some stairs here and another rope. You can just jump to grab onto this one and go to the other side, and you can see there's a branch that we need to jump on and a platform that we'll have to jump on afterwards. So make the jump and then go across to the next rope, and there's a big scary jump ahead, so get ready. We're going to go on top of this rope, jump over to the rock on the left here. I'm going to go to the higher rock here. There's a bunch of flowers to grab. You might as well grab them while you're here, but make your way to the very top because you're going to have to do a very big jump, as you'll see, onto this branch to cross and another one onto the platform, and that's how you get across this area. Again, there's some materials down below on the right if you want them. Otherwise, just keep making your way up to the next torii gate ahead. So stick to the left here, and you can see there's a branch sticking out that you're going to want to jump on to cross this area. And we're going to have to, once again, do either a slide and a jump or a big jump onto the platform down to the right. But make sure that you land on that snowy platform so you don't slide down to the bottom. Few more jumps to the next torii gate, but pretty straightforward. and then head on up the steps. Alright, we are almost there now. So, we have a very crazy jump. Go on down, grab the material on the way, and get ready to jump at the bottom and press R2 to grapple onto that rope above. You don't want to slide off. You need to do a manual jump and grapple to make it up here, and then jump across. And you can see there's a couple more jumps and then a climb ahead. Alright, we're almost finished. A few more branches to get and another grapple hook jump here at the end. There's a torii gate just up ahead, and this is going to lead us through to the top of the mountain when you squeeze through the gap. And we're very close now to getting those items. There is a little bit of a run here and a little path around that you want to do to get the items once you're at the top. But you can see when you squeeze through the gap, we are now at the top of Mount Yōtei. We're actually here. That big mountain that you see in the background every time you're playing, you are now at the top. Pretty cool. You want to basically follow along the path to the right here through these torii gates. And up ahead, there's going to be an altar that we want to pray to. So just keep on heading forwards, and you'll see there'll be another jump or a slide and jump to make here. Just try and get on the snowy rock so you don't fall on down into the middle. There's some more flowers to collect along the way, and there's a very tricky jump here, but don't worry if you mess it up. You can see here, I completely fluff the jump that's just coming up, but you can actually recover it, because once the game reloads you back in, you'll be exactly where you want to be to make the next follow-up jump. So don't worry too much if you mess this one up. It is a hard jump to make. You can just redo it. But you can see just in the distance in the upper right, the altar. So there's just a few rocks to climb up ahead to get there. And you can see up ahead is the altar. And this is going to give us the mother and the father charm when you pray at it, which, like I said before, these are going to serve you well throughout your whole playthrough. If you like to do ranged attacks quite often and use your bows, then it's going to be really, really good. And if not, then you just don't use that one. Whereas if you like to do parries a lot, which you probably will be doing, then the other one that gives you health on the successful perfect parry is really good too. You can upgrade them so that they increase from minor bonuses to higher tier bonuses. So these charms are actually really, really good, and you won't really regret getting them early. The view up here is also just crazy. I just get lost in the view here because it just looks so good. But next we're going to go over to get the katana, which in my opinion looks like one of the best in the game. And the fact that you can get it early is really, really cool. So as you can see, we're going to basically be going to the right here, and there's actually going to be a camp up ahead. You can see this log. This log with a grapple point is how you can get down if you want to. You can also just fast travel off of here from the map. So you're not really stuck up here in any way, but you can go down there if you want to, otherwise just fast travel. You can see there's a camp here if you want to set up a camp, get some nice photo mode screenshots or something like that. But if you want the katana appearance, we're going to need to head around the sort of edge here all the way to the other side. You can see just in the distance there's a sort of monument or shrine, and that's going to be where the katana is. So stay on the peak of the hill, run through all of the snow like we are, avoid the sort of rocky bits that slide you down, grab the materials along the way, and we're just going to be running across and ahead to that shrine in the distance with the big flag on it. So you can see just ahead we have the Shrine of the Fallen, and there's going to be a katana leaning against it. So just run up and grab that, and the appearance is yours. And to be honest, you might just end up using this for your whole playthrough because it looks that good. Bam, there it is, the Starlight Abyss. It has a really nice moon on the sort of end of the hilt, so it is really cool. It doesn't even show it there in close-up, but it's even cooler than it looks there, and I do love the starry night sky effect on it. Next, we're going to grab a free skill point and shrine, so we're going to jump straight down and go into the middle of the crater. I mean, if you weren't already going to go down there anyway, because it's super tempting to just take a look, but luckily they've actually put a shrine down there for an extra skill point, which early on in the game is a real must-have. You want to get as many skill points as you can early, because they all help. There's a lot of good skills and passives and stuff like that that you want to get as early as possible just to have a better experience, from the horse boost that increases how fast you gallop in the flowers to other things like chain assassinating. You want to grab as many skill points as you can, so you might as well get this one while you're up here. For the two charms, the katana and the skill point here, you can see I'm going to grab that chain assassinate up to 3 times. Really, really good pick in my opinion. There you have it, all of those early secret items you don't want to miss, and just how to get to the top of Mount Yōtei, which is in the background of pretty much all of the gameplay. So we hope this helps you guys out, and we'll be back with more Ghost of Yōtei coming your way very, very soon. Here at Arix Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.